they never lie. Like, look at this one. This one's name is Haley. Haley Jade. I love that name. You're Eminem's daughter, aren't you? You look just like that girl, like that. You know, White Trash. The Have you listened to White Trash the album? Okay.
Yeah,
How
probably.
old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. Can I add you as a friend?
Why?
Because I'm trying to date you. The fuck?
Date me?
Like, no, date with a D, not an R.
Okay, well, no shit. You're literally wearing a mega hat.
No, it's just being funny. I'm with
You're just being
I'm a Democrat, bro.
I'm not that into politics. I honestly don't care. I
Yeah,
just think Trump was a shitty person.
yeah, I agree with you, but damn, you're not stoned, are you?
Not
You
yet.
you have that mellow voice, that like really mellow.
Oh, thank you. I did just take a 25 milligram edible though, so
So you're
we're
not
just
even gonna
waiting.
remember our first date, bro.
So, why are you wearing Trump merch just
I
to get
lo-
reactions out of
I
people?
just lost a bet.
You just lost a
Yeah,
bet.
trying to get me jumped by immigrants. Okay, so that's where we
Okay.
draw the line. Okay, okay, I'm kidding. So how long have you been in Canada?
I've lived here my whole life. I originally lived in Toronto, if you know where that is.
Toronto with a T.
Yeah, yeah, Toronto.
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 Okay.
And then I moved to Nelson, which is in BC,
Okay, that's cool. And
like
what do you do for work?
2, 3 years ago.
Sorry.
Um, I work at a restaurant. I actually just got
Oh,
home from
that's cool.
work.
That you're a server? What the fuck?
No, I work in the kitchen.
You a woman in the kitchen? Okay, that's what do you do in there? What are
Um,
you
I
cooking up?
started as a dishwasher, but now I'm more of like a chef.
My baby was a dishwasher? Oh my god, dude, you're like the perfect manga girl for me. You're a chef now?
Yeah.
Damn, you worked your way up. Now what do you cook? You what are you cooking up back there?
Um, well, the restaurant that I work in is kind of like a, sorry, I'm putting chapstick on. Um,
You're not born on the 6th, are you?
on the 6th,
Yeah, what day are you born?
the 20th
Of
of
course.
January,
Uh, and what year?
'05.
Do you know what numerology is?
No,
What zodiac sign is that? I forget. Is that Aquarius?
Aquarius.
Oh,
Aquarius.
that's why you're mellow. Okay. I'm next.
Okay, what are you?
I'm Pisces, so we're not supposed to get along.
When's your birthday? Like February?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we're getting along. Like our signs are not. Are you into astrology or just me?
Um, I am to an extent. I don't really believe that it has like the same amount of power over our like psychology and stuff as like people kind of make it seem like. I genuinely don't think that the time of year you were born can really affect your personality that much. But I
Really?
do think that
That
there's some
edible is
truth.
hitting hard. Wow. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But you know what's funny is you add up to 28, which is a one life path, but 28 is the rarest number. It's a very rare number. It's the number of wealth. And you're not just a leader. You're a leader. That's why you're a chef. But 28 is the number of wealth. 60% of billionaires are born 28th or they add up. Their numerology adds up to
Hmm.
28. So you're going to be very wealthy. Like, this is my job. I do readings. Have you ever heard of this shit?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, and since you're born on the 20th, that's the hidden master number 11. When you Google this, you're going to see you have the two best numbers for success. Like I'm telling you, you're going to be rich as fuck.
I mean, that's the goal. I'm taking a gap year right now to like save up money for school.
Why would you go
Um,
back to school as a chef?
I'm not. I'm. This is my just like working as a chef is just my job. Like I don't want to go into cuisine at all.
Why, if you
I
have
want to
a
be a
but
doctor.
oh, you're gonna do med school?
Yeah, I just need to make money. And so because this is the job, I got the job pretty much like a month after I moved here, and then I've just stayed in the same kitchen for the past like 3 years.
That's the hottest
And
shit I've
so
ever
I've worked my
heard.
way up.
You just stayed in the kitchen for 3 years? Whoa. But you know that anything you do will be mass amounts of wealth. But since you're the born in January, that's more leadership energy. You're not gonna be a doctor. You're gonna go to surgeon. You're gonna go to the top of the top. You know that?
That's scary. That
Like,
puts a lot of stress on me.
no, no, you don't get stressed, and you're successful smoking weed. But imagine, like, you'll do better if you stop smoking weed.
That's a very fair point you make there. Um, Technically I'm not smoking weed though. I'm just taking edibles.
That's even worse. Your brain is fried. You're melting. You can't even recognize how good looking I am. That's how high you are.
I'm not even high right now. I took the edibles like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, and where's your boyfriend? Like, why are you single?
Um, I don't know, just taking a gap year. I don't really like the only people I hang out with are my friends, but most people like went away for university or like for their gap year, they're like in Europe.
You don't have friends now?
Well, I do. I have a lot of friends. Um, while I was in I'm still in my hometown, so all of the friends in high school that I made that were a year below me are I still hang out with a lot.
Can,
I do have a few friends that stayed behind, but I was never the most social person.
that is the best shit I've ever heard a woman say.
What do you mean?
Like, people who have friends are all like freaks of nature. Like, those, you don't want to date those kind of girls who are social people
Why?
because they get around town, bro.
Yeah, but that's their choice. I don't know. I don't think it should impact your opinion on them for how they're living their lives.
But you're more mentally stable than them.
I'm mentally stable.
Yeah, you're not like getting drunk and hooking up with a bunch of guys, you know?
That's true, but at the same time, I'm not mentally stable.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I go to therapy every week. I've been hospitalized.
For what?
I
You killed someone? Did you stab some dude?
no, I tried to kill myself.
Oh, my bad.
And then I have an appointment on the 13th actually to get medicated for depression, anxiety, OCD, BPD. Um, there's another one, but I forget.
Our date is what you're forgetting. That's horrible. That's like when what where does this all stem from? Like you seem so well, I mean
Um,
the most intelligent people are like that.
I have a lot of trauma. When I was in elementary school, I got bullied a lot, which is half the reason why I'm not social. And it wasn't just like bullying, like, some kid was like picking on me. Like, they would waterboard me at like lunchtime and like, try to make me eat bugs, like
I
chase me around the class with
what are
scissors,
they? ISIS? What?
like, and so that was a little bit traumatizing. Um, and then
Waterboarding? What the fuck?
both both of
So,
my parents are like emotionally abusive. So,
but you're alone now. You're away from them.
no, still living with my parents right now.
Ooh.
But it's a lot better because I have a lot more freedom. Because I'm older, I can use I'm literally 19.
Uh huh.
Like fuck off, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
What?
but
What about? What about? I don't want to sound like the, like a crazy person, but you have you ever gone to church?
I used to be religious.
Oh.
But I also got trauma from that too.
Who was it? Who,
So,
from someone in the church?
Yeah, so basically, I was really close friends with this girl who was like really religious. And so I'd go to church with her. Like I kind of got like integrated into Christianity through her. And then it just turned really bad after I went to a summer camp with her, like a Christian summer camp. And they made us like, they basically tortured us to show us what sin would feel like and like what it would feel like if we were burning in hell. And so they would like make us hold ice cubes and salt in our hands until we were crying. Because if you don't know that, the salt makes it so it can like the ice can reach below zero, and then it can basically be frostbite.
What the fuck was this mine camp or what? What kind of camp?
And then at another church when I went there, they were like saying all these things about like just like really racist things and really homophobic
Oh, that's
things,
fine.
which I
That's fine.
mean,
That's fine.
mm,
I'm
it just made me
joking.
really uncomfortable. It just
Like,
made me really
what were they
uncomfortable.
saying that was racist?
Um, Basically that like people that are black should like basically kill themselves and stuff like that because they're never gonna get into heaven. Just like really, it felt kind of like a cult
Hmm.
for white people,
Was it camp of
which was
zircology
really
or is it called zircology?
what?
Was it called camp of
No,
zircology?
no, it was just a regular camp. Like it was just a summer camp, and then at
Okay.
church it was like it was a regular summer camp. Like we did regular summer camp things most of the time, but then there were just a few lessons that were like
That.
you're putting like 8-year-olds through excruciating pain to try to scare them out of doing something bad. Like that's not okay.
And you
But yeah,
haven't been?
so
Have you been around black people since?
yeah, like you
Okay.
know,
So it didn't work on
I'm
you.
not no, I'm not racist or homophobic or anything. Or I
Maybe
like to think that I'm not. I try my best not to be.
this is
Um,
crazy. So I can't take you to Watermania. I can't take you to the fucking beach. If you see the ocean, you'll think of waterboarding. Like we're fucked. We're screwed, bro. I can't even. I can't even bring you a frappuccino with ice.
I mean, I feel like all of that made me a better person in the end. I feel like when someone gets like I'm just gonna use the term abuse just like very loosely. But I feel like when someone goes through something traumatic like abuse or something like that, it can kind of go two ways. Like either it makes them never want to be like that and makes them a really good person, or it traumatizes them to the point where they become a really shitty, horrible person. And I feel like for me, it made me a better person. Like now
But
I'm nicer to people because I know what it feels like to be in that position.
I feel like you read too, right? Do you read?
Yeah.
You know what's crazier than going to church? You know what's better? You should read the Bible.
I've read the Bible like 3 times over,
What?
cover to cover.
What? Cover to cover?
Yeah.
Whoa. What? It didn't
No,
didn't
I
do anything for you? You're busy thinking of ice
I think
cubes.
that I think the Bible is really poetic and there's a lot in it that I think that people should just get out of it. I think religion is a really beautiful thing, but
But
yeah, I don't know.
but I mean, I look at the studies of suicidal people and like even Alcoholics Anonymous. Their first rule is you got to go to a higher power. You got to go to church. Like they don't give a scientific way out. Like the first rule of the
Yeah,
depressed is to go to God.
I just can't. I can't believe in him. I've tried. I honestly I wish that I could be religious, but the whole like blindly believing doesn't really work for me. Like I'm too skeptical,
But
especially with what has happened to me in churches.
who were your friends you were around when you were suicidal?
Oh, I still am.
With around those kind of friends?
Well, I'm around a lot of really great people. Like
Hmm.
all of my friends are really nice people that support me and everything, but
Yeah, but nice is not
mental
effective.
health is confusing. Like it's not just a go to church and get good friends type of thing. Like you can't just fix it.
But Haley, would you ever do it? Would you kill yourself?
Yeah,
Why?
why not?
You got me. Damn.
But
you
I'm
don't.
gonna die anyways.
You don't think you have a mission?
No,
So,
not really.
so that means you're just dust in the wind in your head. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I'm just a person. I'm just a collection of carbon and any other element, and I'm just a place for the earth and like the universe to have like store energy in. And then once that energy, has a different purpose, I die
Who do you
and
who do
it
you who do
does
you
whatever.
who do you love, Haley? Do you love anyone?
Yeah, I love my friends. I love my little sister.
Do you
I love
actually
my
love
dog.
her?
Yeah.
But love is just chemicals. It's just dopamine. You don't love your sister. It's just dopamine. It's just chemicals, right?
Yeah, but
Really? You just
those
it's just
chemicals,
chemicals? There's no spiritual bond with your sister? What the fuck?
there's chemicals, but I don't, they make me feel love. They make me happy, and
So
I think
can
that's pretty
can
much.
can you find the right cocktail of chemicals to replace the love you have for your sister? Can you find maybe a drug or there's no way you think it's just chemicals. That's crazy.
I mean,
Unless you don't love your
yeah,
sister, then it's just chemical.
I I don't really believe that we have souls.
Why the
Um,
fuck no? Why are you going against every good philosopher said we have a soul?
I don't know. It's just too odd of a concept. I can't really fully understand it, honestly. So, yeah,
So I'm just like
I
a
just
meat puppet to you?
I think that we're pretty much all we're not a puppet though because we don't have a soul that's controlling us. We're basically just energy. Like how your brain works is little like electrons and neurons and whatever jumping around between the folds of your brain. That's how our bodies run. Is
So
through
if,
electricity.
so if I got you pregnant, is there soul in your tummy?
No.
Oh wow, wow, very
No. Just
consistent.
a
You're
clump of
you're at least consistent, right?
yeah. No. It's a clump of cells and then eventually it can turn into a person,
Well, can you wait?
obviously.
Can you wait till it turns to a person?
What do you mean, can I
Like
wait?
like when would it turn to a person?
Um, that's a really hard question. I think it kind of depends. Obviously, after it's born, it's a person, it has an identity, it has, a consciousness.
Really?
But I don't think, like, obviously,
What about eight
like, if we're
months?
talking about in terms of like abortion, like, how late in my pregnancy would I be comfortable
Mm,
terminating the pregnancy? That really depends.
yeah, give us your
I
just.
feel like the laws in Canada are pretty good though. Like, I don't think after like, 2 months you should really be able to terminate your pregnancy.
Mm.
Um, because past then it's like, you know, looks like a fetus.
You are
We
an
don't know if it has a conscience
you are an
yet or not.
Aquarius. You're an Aquarius. You're so practical, very earthy.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like 2 months is kind of
I don't know.
wow.
Well, yeah, like 6 weeks to 2 months. That's not very long. Pregnancy's 10 months.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, how do you know that? Dude, most people say, okay, nice.
What do you mean? How
Like
do I know?
you're a woman, but you're intelligent. This is so weird, bro.
A lot of women are very intelligent people.
Yeah, I'm sure your friends can keep up with you.
Yeah, but there's lots of women who are very intelligent.
You know what's weird though is like you're always in the kitchen, like, but you're on the other team. Like all you gotta
What do
do,
you mean?
like all you gotta do, is accept Jesus, and you'd be the perfect traditional woman.
But I don't like cooking. It's just my job.
Of course, you like it. You do it 8 hours a day.
Okay, but it's not like my passion.
What's your passion?
I
Let's
just
hear
like
it.
work.
Mine is astrology. What's yours?
Mm,
You don't even know. You're just cutting carrots.
well, like I'm trying to think because there's so many things that I enjoy spending my time on. I feel like career-wise,
Yeah.
medicine. I love biology, especially organic chemistry. Um,
Yeah, chemicals.
I want to go into medicine. I want to work in a hospital. Um, for the same reason why I work in the kitchen because it's a fast-paced environment, which means shifts go by faster. It's more entertaining. I my biggest fear ever since I was a child was getting stuck in a cubicle working 9 to 5.
You and cubes, bro.
Um,
Cubes is just trauma for you.
and then like so I love medicine. Um I like reading.
What do you
I
read?
like writing.
Since you read the Bible, what's better than the Bible?
Um that's hard.
Twilight?
The Bible, I really like the Bible. I love how poetic it is and how metaphorical it can be. Um I
And
like the
literal?
Bible, I think is a book that every single person should read. Mainly because of how like I feel like a lot of the scriptures are good. A lot of, the lessons are good lessons, like loving other people and like treating other people with respect and all those things. Um, I just don't really believe in the faith part of it.
But if
I
you were my
do.
doctor, Haley, and I knew you don't believe in a soul, I'm gonna think your ass is gonna come to the surgery room like walking at snail speed. You're gonna be dragging feet slowly, and I'll be, where is she? Like I want someone who believes in a soul to come operate on my heart, right? Which is
Why?
crazy because like I feel like you'll just let me
Why wouldn't
die.
you want the person to think scientifically about it
Dallas Turner
instead
donated
of
$5.
emotionally?
What
Okay,
club do you work
you
at?
want it logically, right?
Cabana, Fortune, Pearl,
I don't know.
Commodore,
I just feel
Roxy?
like it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm
Okay,
still gonna want to save your life, even
okay.
if I don't think you have a soul.
How about
Maybe
this,
it'll make me more like
Haley?
inclined to
I
save you because I know
I
you have a soul that can incarnate.
I already know the answer, but if you had the choice between saving two lives, you have to do it. Do you save five men or one baby?
Men, 5 men.
Yeah, you really don't believe in a soul, bro.
Well, just because the baby hasn't experienced life, it doesn't have anything to lose at that point.
Just its whole life.
But like it doesn't have anything to lose. Like those 5 men could be fathers. They could, they have all these memories. They have all this life ahead of them. They have goals and stuff like that. That baby can't even remember what it did 3 seconds ago.
Right.
Like
You
it
don't believe in the
have a
potential, yeah. But what if these men are like 50 years old?
you like in North America, the life expectancy is like 80, even over 80 if you're a white man.
But we gotta bump that up. But I'm saying, what if these men are 50 years old? Haven't they lived enough life?
I feel like it really depends. I feel like I'd have to know the men.
What about five immigrants?
I feel like I'd also have to just know the immigrants. Like,
Oh,
I'd
you
have to
know.
know them as people. Like, are 4 of them already terminally ill? Like, if they're already dying,
We're not
if
that
I
lucky.
know they're all gonna die within the next 5 years, I'm saving the baby.
Mm,
But
mm.
the baby isn't gonna miss anything. The baby won't even understand what's going on,
Well, it feels
right?
like those men are losing maybe like 20, 30 years, and the baby's losing 100 years.
Okay. But those men already have like a connection of people. Like, yes, okay, if I killed the baby for, whatever. Yes, the immediate family would be impacted. Maybe that's 50 people. Like, I'm being generous, right? I'm talking about like cousins, second cousins, all of that.
Why the baby don't
But
have a
if
family?
those like if the baby died, all those people would be impacted. But if one of those men died, it's their colleagues, it's their, people they went to college with, the people they went to high school with, their families, every like there's so much bigger of a circle that an adult man would have compared to a baby that it would impact more people.
Damn, that's numbers for you.
Mhm.
Wow, that's
Like
you're
you can't
so
just think
consistent.
about
You're intellectually consistent.
thank you.
It's not a good thing. You're like Hitler, bro. You're fucking eugenicist.
Being consistent is good.
Well, I mean, when you're like rationalizing a way out of the soul is fucking too much, bro. You're terrifying me, and you're still beautiful, but it's scary beautiful.
Okay, but like
Like, I want to have a baby with you just so I can say to that baby, "Fuck you," and you grab that kid and throw him off a bridge. Why? It doesn't have a soul. Fuck. It doesn't have a soul. Fuck that shit,
that doesn't mean lives are valuable. That doesn't mean we don't have a
bro. It's
consciousness.
just some
I just don't
cells,
think we
bro.
have
Tip donated
I don't think we have a
$5.
soul
Ask her
that
3
like
things she
could go to
values.
heaven or like could get reincarnated. I don't think we have a soul.
Well, what about like what are 3 things you value in this world? So mine's the Bible. Family first, Bible second. I've tried to put Bible over family, but it seems like I'm being phony. What about you?
Probably friends.
Really? How great are these friends, bro? These guys are just some randoms.
Well, not necessarily the specific friends I have now, but just having friendships. I feel like friendships are really special, Like I feel like they're important to have.
Everyone has a friend.
Not everyone. I didn't have any friends for a really long time.
Why do you
And
but
then,
why do you punish yourself?
what do you mean?
Like you talk about suicide, like where does the self-aggression and hate, where does that stem from? Is it just trauma?
Yeah, I've had a lot of like issues in the past though. Like
But
a
what's the
lot of it,
core? What's the meat and potatoes first thing you think of that makes you shiver?
um, I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I think I just like there's no way to really put it. I don't know. Like there's no specific thing that's like a trigger for
Nice.
me. It's
So then
kind of just like,
why are you off the deep end if you don't have triggers?
well, I do, but like I don't know. It could just I'm already like I'm
Like I know
at
how to
this
trigger
point
you.
I've
I
been
know how to
struggling.
Haley, I know how to trigger you. So easy.
I don't think you can.
I know you're resilient because you're a
Fresh's
stoner.
underscore balls
The
donated
first time, the
$5.
first time I
Ask
tried
her
to
to
kill
name
myself was in
3
grade 2.
countries, and if she can't do it, then play the sound
Oh,
effect.
we'll say that
She
again.
from the streets, and then kick her
The
off the
first time I
show.
tried to kill myself was in grade 2. I
Isn't
was
that
7.
how did you try?
I just tried to drown myself. And then my younger sister walked into the bathroom.
What the fuck?
Um, yeah. So I've been like doing this so long. It's just like a constant thing in the back of my mind. The first thing I do when I walk into a room is try to assess the ways I could kill myself if I needed to.
What do you mean? What do you mean by
Like it's
that?
just automatic. Like I walk into like, you know, a store or something. The first thing my brain does is scan to see like ways I could kill myself in
What do you
case I need
mean?
to.
You're in the kitchen all day. This is fucking traumatizing, bro. What are you talking about? You're in the kitchen all day just staring at the fucking knives?
Yeah, but like I get distracted.
Fuck
Like
that
it's not
shit.
like it's
Plunge
the
that knife
only.
into your boss. Go out with him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't what? So you think of are these fantasies like, oh, I hope my plane crashes type fantasies, or it's like you walk in a room and you go, holy fuck, I wish a semi truck can come through here.
No, it's just I see death as an escape route. And because I already have social anxiety, um, and just anxiety overall, um, I get really paranoid or scared in situations. And so, I kind of just tell myself, oh, like, if I embarrass myself in this Walmart, I can just kill myself. And then you know, have ways I can do that. Oh, what if someone comes in here with a gun? What if they're gonna kill everyone? I can just kill myself because that's less traumatizing.
What if you become that person with a gun? Like what if you white out?
I wouldn't. I I don't think I could ever hurt someone, like kill someone.
That's your problem. You need to punch someone in the face.
But that's mean.
But don't you ever think that your softness will eventually be not protecting you from thought loops? Like, what if you become too soft? Why don't you have an edge to you?
I have an edge.
You could punch a bitch?
Well, I feel like
Would you punch me if
I'm
I
not a
said
big
punch me?
person. I
Punch me.
I
Punch me
would
right now.
not.
Why? I'm letting you.
Because because if I like I'm not strong and I know I'm not strong, so they could just beat me up more and I'm not confident in my
No, I'm
abilities
letting
to
you.
win.
I'm not gonna hit you. You beat the shit out of me.
But how do I know that?
I swear on Jesus, hurt me.
But no, like I am twiggish, okay? I've tried going to the gym, I played sports all of my childhood, but I just can't. Like I'm 5'11" and 120 pounds.
Whoa, you're skinny.
Like yeah,
Uh,
like twiggish. And so I feel like, you know, I would go to punch them and they would just like snap my arm.
Slimdoll donated $5. Yo, let her know
now,
these thoughts come
my
from Lucifer,
question
but what
here
you think about the
is,
red
what
heifers
about
in
if there's
Israel?
demonic thoughts? Have you ever thought of maybe there's something in you whispering, kill yourself? Sorry, that was a little gay. Trying to make it more Harry Potter for you. You're young. Do
No,
it. Do it. Sorry.
because everything started before I even started going to the church. And then
I know, but
when
you.
I was like
What if
full
demons are real
Christian.
before you went to the church? Ever thought of that? Like, what if there's something fucking with you because you don't have the Bible
Okay, but
teaches
then
us. Who the fuck are you interrupting? Are we fighting? Yo, what if the Bible is correct that we must keep our psyche on guard? You must keep it on guard from negative thoughts. Haley, what are you doing, bro?
okay. These negative thoughts started when I was like in grade 1, grade 2, okay? I started going to church in grade 4, meaning that, I did my communion, I did all of that. Um, I wasn't baptized because we were Christian, not Catholic, but we did, what is it called?
What, you baptized yourself in grade 2?
Um, I don't know, something like confessing, but they called it a certain word, but I can't remember because I'm too high.
Confession,
And
huh?
no, but not confession. They called it a fancy word, okay? I can't remember the word. It could have just been my church that did it. And all that, and it never stopped ever.
What do you mean it never stopped? What do you mean by that?
Like the bad suicidal thoughts never went away, even while I was like peak Christian.
Yeah, but since you have that 11 energy from your birth chart, your naval chart, that's all 11s are school shooters or the most famous people on earth. Like Google this. I'm not you what do you mean? Google this. Like
Sorry.
you have the most emotional number in the game. Yeah, like Kanye is an 11, he gets manic. Kim is an
What's the 11?
11. So basically, it's your numerology, right? So you're an 11 life
Okay,
path.
but why? What
So,
do you mean?
like, if you're born on the first, or if your numbers add up to one, you reduce, you're a leader. So you have one energy too, because you're Aquarius. If you're two, feminine, three is the talker, I'm a three, And 4 is the law and order. Police officers are usually 4. 5 life path is the good looking traveler but very sexual. So I'm also a 5, but not right now. 6 is pregnancy. All girls born on the 6 want to get pregnant as fast as possible, or they talk about it all the time. 7 is loner thinker. That's what I thought you were because you're intelligent. That's the most intelligent number. 8 is money up and down, yin and yang, right? So they're either broke or rich, but the bag comes, they get money. 9 is straight up psychopath, but works for other people well. And then there's the numbers 11, 22, and 33. These are the master numbers. Very few people have these. You have the 11. So that's why you have that fucking. Your 11s win in life. They start as dishwashers, they become chefs. They're always. Like, you could be very popular too because you have the 11. As an adult, you can fix that. 22 is master builder. So George Washington was a 22. And 33 is like Hitler, like totally ruler, right? But yeah, you have the 11 in you. And I forgot, what's your birthday? What's the first number you have? You have 2 numbers. 11,
January
20th. Yeah, 20 is the hidden 11. So 20 is the hidden 11. And like if you were born on the
How
second,
does
basically, Pythagoras said if you're born on the second, 1 is male energy, 2 is female. So if you're born on the second, you're more feminine. But yours is a 20, which is actually an 11. Like it's the hidden 11. Killer instinct, stupid, it could be stupid famous, stupid rich, stupid influence, tons of energy. But in Wikipedia, when you look at birthdays, 11s are either school shooters or Kim Kardashian, Kanye, like they get very rich, right? But now, if the 11s that don't get rich feel isolated because 1 and 1 are next to each other, and the 11, they always need someone around them, or else they get suicidal or homicidal, right? But I'm talking about men. I don't think you'd kill anyone. You're just a woman still, right?
what do you mean I'm just a woman?
Women don't really go out and kill people, That's more like men thing.
Statistically, women get away with more murders though. So how would you know?
Yeah, but statistically, there's like look at prisons; they're filled with men.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because men are typically more aggressive because of testosterone.
yes, yes. And but here's the thing: it's also the numbers. So men born on the second, go on your Facebook, look at your friends. All your male friends born on the second, they act gay, they act feminine, or they're diplomatic. They shake hands. Your friends who are born on the first act very argumentative, very masculine. Your the manipulative ones are the guys born on the third. So you could
What about the 5th?
fifth is the number 5 is just the best looking men on earth and women, and sexual energy and travel. They travel a lot. So if you know someone on the fifth, they're probably always traveling. But how do you become a 5? So it's either you're born on the 5th, 14th, because 14 is a 5, or me. I'm 23rd. It's a lunar cycle. So when the moon fully charges, it gives all of that energy, and parents subconsciously give birth to numbers that they want. So Chinese parents a lot of Chinese babies are born on the 8th, or numbers that add up to an 8th, because they want money for their kid. Materialism. A lot of Italian moms, they give birth on 5 days, 14 days, or 23rd, because they want their kids to be good looking. They don't care about money, and they subconsciously just know when to pop the baby out. And you're born with a frequency of energy. So this is since Pythagoras time. You're a perfect 11. And 11s are on women, it's like guys hit you up, right? Guys DM you all the time. Let's go, pal. Right?
Yeah.
Grandmaster Kike
Guys
donated
at work
$5.
hit on
Bro
you.
converted her to numerology before Christianity.
Not at,
Fight harder, Negro.
not yeah, I guess at work. Yeah.
Do you get more attention than the others?
Mm, well, I work in the
Well, you're in the
kitchen,
kitchen, so that's.
but it's an open kitchen.
But they're hovering
But
around you because you're an 11. They're gonna hover around you
why?
because if you were born on the 6th, men are more afraid of those women. They can sense that they're more introverted. You probably can talk to everyone. You could talk to your boss. You could literally answer, respond to anyone, and you're not gonna embarrass them because you're an 11. Do you get what I mean by that? Like you're social.
Yeah.
Like you're not a social butterfly, but you can put the mask on, right? For work.
Yeah.
And 11 is like the most emotional energy. So it comes with the most success, but you're the most dangerous thing you can do is out logic God, because an 11 would kill themselves. You gotta watch out.
I think I'm just mentally ill.
Or look at this. Check this out. I'm sure mental illness is not debunking Pythagoras, right? We study these guys in Harvard, Plato, Pythagoras. Check this out. Look on 11 days how emotional people are. So on 4 days, law and order is four. That's what it means. A lot of people get arrested by police on 4 days. Just look in your Snapchats and your gallery and look when you go out with your friends. Your most emotional moments will always be, it'll say on Snapchat, February 11th or January 11th. It'll always be an 11 as your most emotional day. The world elites even do 9/11, right? They put 9 and 11 are the psychopath numbers. That's why these are zodiac alignments, right?
But I think 9/11 is for September 11th.
Right, but why did they do it on the 11th? Ask yourself.
That's when they were able to? I don't
No,
know.
because they want the whole world to be emotionally, especially America, to be emotionally charged with that energy so they can go into 7 different Middle Eastern countries for war. That's the best time. Like, if I was preying on a girl and I want her emotional and to bond with me through trauma, I will prey on her on an 11 day, right? But I'll save her from whatever her emotions are. So I'll make her have fun in her 11th on the 11th, so she goes, "Oh wow, that John guy, he really fixed my mood." But you get what I did? I waited on the, or like, let's say I'm trying to kiss her faster. Well, I'll go on a date on the 5th because her energy is going to be way more social. Do you know what I mean? So this is how I made millions of dollars.
You've made millions?
Well, on paper, but basically I do numerology and I do certain things. Like I won't even make friends unless they have good numbers. So when you said 11, I'm like, whoa! Like you 11s make everyone around you successful. You know what I mean? You charge the whole room.
I don't really feel like that.
I'm telling you, it's because what was your total birthday added up to? Can you do the math?
What do you mean?
Like add up your whole birthday?
Like including the year?
Yeah, because I you have this like more loner thing, and it's because you're a one life path, so you're always gonna do things yourself. That's why, like, if I were you, I would lean more on the 11. It's more social energy for you, but eventually you just do things by yourself. You're a leader. It's kind of masculine, but it's also good for business, right?
Yeah.
You're not dependent, are you? You're not. You don't depend on people. At 18,
No.
yeah, that's that one energy. But you know what you should do?
Hmm.
You should buy my program. I'm kidding. No, you shouldn't buy my program, but you should definitely look into numerology because that's the best number in the game. I tell everyone who's an 11, like, dude, reach for the stars. That's why I don't know if you should be a doctor. You could that's a high paying job, but you could do jobs that
Not like a family doctor. Like I want to work in a hospital. I'm just saying like medicine.
but you of all people should not be around that kind of darkness where you see sick people because you're going to take it out
But
on
I can make
yourself.
them healthy. But I can make them healthy.
Yeah, maybe that would rescue you, but like what if it doesn't? What if it keeps you depressed?
But I'm like, I feel like it's like one of the only things that I'm actually good at, you know?
What do you mean?
Like I'm not scared. I'm not scared of blood. I'm not scared of vomit. Little scared of piss. That would kind of freak me out. But like, I'm fine with all of that. And like a lot of people aren't. And because
So
I
if I
don't
pissed
really
right
want
now, if I
kids,
peed in a cup, you wouldn't flip out?
I but that's like I'm asking you to. Like
You're
I'm talking about
asking me
like
to
if
do
someone
that?
pissed. No, stop. Okay.
Okay.
If I were a doctor, I would be asking people to piss in a cup for me. No.
Right?
And
Especially,
that's chill. Like, I don't care. Like,
you'd be
if
like,
it's contained in your cup.
You're gonna say in your
But
one energy, Vitali, pee in this cup. You're gonna tell people pee in this.
okay, but I don't want kids. I don't really like I could do with a spouse, but like
No, you
honestly,
definitely
I'm
not gonna
not.
have kids, bro. You of all people, you're a 1 and an 11. You don't like
And
kids, bro.
I don't want kids. And so I want a job that has really funky hours. I don't like I can stay up for 50 hours on end without feeling tired. Could be the mental illness, but we'll power
You don't take
through.
drugs to stay up, do you?
No,
You don't take any
I
Adderall?
actually I have to take melatonin
Oh,
to sleep because I physically cannot sleep ever. Um, no. The only drugs I do are weed, drink alcohol. I do shrooms, dabble in shrooms.
well, now look into people who do shrooms. Out of all drugs, that's the only one that makes people kill themselves. That is the most that you're letting your
Shrooms?
you're letting it's unearned knowledge. You're letting your subconscious, all your fears pour through you through a gate you're not supposed to see that much. Like that is Carl Jung
I
said
feel like
that's
that's
fucking demonic.
I feel like that's more with LSD, like acid.
Well, what are you seeing on shrooms?
Shrooms are pretty okay because well, shrooms just kind of make everything look a little swirly. Like, if you look at wood, like it would look like it's like flowing and stuff like that. Um, I don't know, it can make you feel like cool, like if you touch your hands together, they feel like they're melting through each other. But it's like a lot, I mean, it's natural, right? Like people, like indigenous people have been using shrooms for like centuries and centuries,
And
right?
look where they're at. They got conquered.
Well, they didn't get
Yeah,
conquered.
you're German, aren't you? You conquered them.
I'm not German.
What are you?
I'm like, I'm English.
Yeah, you conquered the shit out of them. What the fuck? They're so
Okay,
high, they're
but
like, white man is my
well,
friend.
no, they use it for medicinal purposes and stuff like that. Um,
What you should be a shaman
like,
then. You'd make a great shaman.
but like, I don't know, they're not as intense, and the high only lasts like a couple hours.
Are your parents religious?
No, no, my parents are the opposite of religious. Like, they're not atheist,
But if I came
but
to
like,
your house dressed like this, they'd kill me.
I don't think so. My parents also are like on the same like
Oh my
we don't care about
god.
politics. Like
That's
both my
awesome.
parents vote, um, but my parents don't really talk about politics. Like it's not really a conversation because who really cares? Like obviously
I
they'll
like
talk
that.
about the big stuff. When the carbon tax got like introduced, they obviously talked about that, like stuff like, but it's just like it's a weird conversation to have. But like even if you came in like literally cosplaying Trump, they'd probably be like, "This man is a dumbass," but whatever. Like as long as he's chill, as long as he's nice, you know?
Yeah, I'm nice. They're gonna
Like
like me.
especially American politics. I feel like who even fucking cares? Like we're Canadians.
Yeah. What if I had a lazy eye? Would you date me?
I think it would be a little scary, but
Whoa.
sure.
Whoa,
Well, like
dude.
people with
That's a
lazy
little
eyes.
insensitive of the lazy eyed
No, okay.
people.
People with lazy eyes, it's like fine. Like I'm not gonna judge you if you have a lazy eye, but it is like a little bit off-putting in a way. Just like if we're making eye contact, but
Oh
your
yeah.
eyes not.
You're an 11. Okay, but what
Like it,
if so wait,
you
what have
know.
you dated? What races have you dated?
I've only been in one relationship.
No way.
It was a 2-year relationship in high school. We broke up after graduation.
You dumped him.
No, it was a mutual thing.
How is it
We
mutual?
still, because we would be doing like long distance. He's living in Vancouver, and I was taking a gap year and I was staying home, and so we didn't want to do the
He's in
long distance.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
Dude, you should visit him.
No.
Why not?
And so we still stay in a like contact,
So you've had one
but
body?
we dated 2 years.
Whoa, bro, you're 0.01% of women.
I don't think so.
Your friends have like 10 bodies,
No.
20.
No. All of my friends are like me. They've been in like maybe one or two relationships.
Wow, you should introduce me to everyone.
That's creepy.
Ah, so just you and me. Okay, okay.
No, I mean, it would be creepy if I was just
Why?
like, hey guys,
Here's my lazy
this
eye
man
friend.
asked me to like add you because you haven't fucked many people. Like, that's weird. That's weird.
That's all men care
You
about.
know, I, bodies shouldn't matter.
It matters to you. That's why you have a low body count. You're smart.
No, it doesn't. I just didn't want to date until I was 16.
What color was
And
the
then
man?
he was white. I live in a small town. Nelson only has like 10,000 people.
But would you date a lazy eye black man?
Okay, that is very
Like
specific
Uncle
because
Ruckus?
growing up, my dad had this creepy friend named Neil who was a tall black man with a lazy eye, and he was really creepy. Like he was really creepy. And then it was justified that I found him creepy because after this happened like maybe 3 years ago, he ended up cheating on his wife with a 17-year-old. And
What?
I just feel like,
Oh, Neil.
it's
Neil,
I feel
no.
like just black men with a lazy eye would kind of remind me a little too
But did
much
it
of him,
fix
you
his
know?
eye when he hooked up with her?
But also, I remember he ripped his big toenail off in front of me,
Oh, wow.
and that was a little bit fucked up.
What? Why would he
So,
rip his toenail in front of you? You've been traumatized. Was this in summer camp? Was he the camp counselor?
so at my cottage, he was
Why
my
did he?
dad's
Why did he target you and say this is my toenail target? Why did he put his foot up and
No,
do that in front of you? And did he do it slow?
I don't even know. It was just, I
Was it
just
one eye
remember
on the
that.
toenail, one eye on you? Was he looking at you when he ripped? That's disgusting.
But anyways, so
Never trust a
specifically
black
black
guy
men
with a
with
white
lazy eyes.
name like Neil. As a black guy, give me a break. You're not Neil, bro. You're running away with you have that's his alias. That's not his name.
But yeah, so yeah, black men with lazy eyes can't. I don't think I could do it just because of that experience
I like them better
specifically.
actually because like they're weaker
You
shooters.
like
Right? They're safer to be
so
around.
mean. Oh,
Yeah. Why don't you
but yeah,
DM Neil and unpack this? Say, Neil, why did you rip your toenail in front of me? The
I
fuck was that? That's worse than the
think
17-year-old thing.
I think he like injured his foot, and then his toenail was like gonna come off, but he was just kind of like, girls, like come over here, because it was my sister and I.
Oh, it's a group thing. A group
So
project.
we watched him.
What did you
Let me
say?
see.
Did you say, Neil, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay,
Is that
I'm
why you
gonna try.
started working at a kitchen to avoid black people?
No.
Is that why you don't go
Okay.
swimming? Because they're very good swimmers? Sorry, I'm
Swimming?
like, you're not around any kind of ethnic people, black people, none of that?
No, because I live in a small ass town with only white people.
Wow, that's What's your? That's like that's kind of like. Is that cute? That's cute.
Um, it was it was just because most small towns in rural BC don't have any people of color.
You're like Bella from Twilight, right? Do you remember her?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. There's so many things making so many noises right now. Hold up. What was I don't think he has Instagram.
No, no, no. I don't want to know about this guy. You're just creeping me out, and I'm just thinking of the toenail. It's gross. So, what happens when you become a doctor?
What do you mean?
Like, when you're saving people, then you're fulfilled?
I guess
Okay, I guess.
if I end up not feeling like that, I can just kill myself and get it, just it's fine. Then I don't have to deal with it.
Um, if you killed yourself, how would I feel?
Why would I care what you feel like?
I don't know. You said like friends and family are gonna feel someone if they die if I can't save them. Dude, everyone around you is gonna be depressed because you killed yourself. That's kind of selfish.
But is it? Because how do I even know that you guys are real?
That's the shrooms talking.
No, 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 no.
And
Hold
if
up.
I
What was it?
kiss you, am I real then, or is it just a figment of your imagination? Like, give me a break. You know I'm real.
I don't
Bosnian_bomber
remember
donated
what it was
$5.
called.
Cheezer wants to collab. Did you also see him
There's
collab
this
with
whole
Nick?
theory, but I can't explain it well right now because. Shut up. Okay. Hold up. What is it called?
It's called Neil.
The Boltzmann brain theory.
What is that?
The Boltzmann brain theory is basically it's the theory that because in the universe everything is so random and um is it it's entropy. So entropy is the desire of chaos and like randomness. Like everything will go to like a state of more randomness. And so in the universe, as like all these little atoms are flying around, colliding with each other, and there's like infinite amount of time, then because things are seeking randomness, there's a chance that our brains could have just like been a bunch of atoms that collided perfectly to replicate a human brain and with the energy, and then so your whole life is like basically just the imagination of this brain while it was sitting there and it just imagined this whole thing for you. So you're actually just a brain that's in space for like zero point 0.2 seconds, but you are living this whole life that the brain imagined for you.
Edibles hitting. Keep going. You got good shit. Damn.
And then
And
that's
then the
basically it.
brain, when you zoom out, it goes through the eye and it's lazy and it's Neil ripping a toenail that's actually a forest. And the macrocosm is the microcosm. You're fried. Why? What a waste of intelligence, bro. You sound like a retard. You sound like you're like, bro. This is why half your brain's saying kill yourself because it has to listen to this
No.
shit.
Okay.
Bring us
I
back.
promise it's
Where?
a
No, no.
thing.
Finish it. No, finish your fucking brain. This is better than the Bible. Let's go. Right. This is some psychic
No, because
revelations
I
you're
can't
experiencing.
explain it right. I can't
What are
explain
you
it right
seeing,
because I don't
Haley? What are you seeing right now? What are you seeing? The
I'm
brain
seeing
is,
nothing.
but no, you're talking about the brain. Where? How far is it? Is it in the stars or is it tiny? How?
Yeah, it's in space.
Holy fucking shit! And there's a floating toenail floating beside. Like, come on, dude, Haley, you gotta come back to Earth. You love drugs, but drugs don't love you. Drugs are frying. You know what's funny is I always say weed and drugs don't really change a stupid person, but an intelligent person will turn into a retard. You have too much operating speed. to be drugged up. Like you should never. Anytime you see a mushroom, think of a toenail and run, bro. Just run in the opposite direction. And your friends giving you those mushrooms, deep down they know they're giving it to a more intelligent mind, and they're fucking you over because they're not seeing what you're seeing, bro. Your life is getting destroyed by these mushrooms. And also digesting poison like weed is kind of like it's so much fun. I'm not gonna lie. If I was there, I'd crush an edible. My eyes would go fucking beaming red, right? I'd be like double kneel. But fun is not the fun is not the way you become a success story. You know what I mean? Finish the brain thing. Go. I know you're thinking of it.
I'm basically done. Like that's just it. It's
Done.
just
You said it
random
take 2 seconds
particles
though.
in space. Yeah,
How are
random
you done
particles
after
in
two
space could
seconds?
collide perfectly to create a replica of your brain just that's in space, and then after the brain comes together and then it gets torn apart again because everything is just going to random things. And within those like 2 seconds that brain is there in space before the atoms get ripped apart, its consciousness comes up with a whole like storyline
Okay,
and its whole
listen,
life,
listen,
and
listen.
you are just that
Why don't you
hallucination
write
that
this, Haley?
brain.
Write it on lambskin and see if people make a religion out of this. Okay, because you are talking nonsense, and the Earth is flat. By the way, I don't know why you think there's this outer space. The fiery cosmos ends at the firmament.
There's no way.
You don't believe in you believe in magical space Wi-Fi sending photos from a computer generated Mars 100 million miles away. Like Google Mars, Google Saturn, they're CGI images. If you zoom up with a telescope, they're fiery balls of fire, like stars. And the ancients they need.
Except on telescopes you can actually see like Jupiter and shit.
Yeah, but it's just a light in the sky. It's not a gas giant. Like, for example, do you know who the thunder god is in Roman times? The thunder god is Jupiter. And they say there's a raging thunderstorm on the gas giant god Jupiter. They're giving you pagan mythology, but they're repackaging it for a materialist perspective. It's so obvious what they're doing.
How do you believe that and also believe in astronomy?
Because the ancients used basically the stars are real, but they're not burning balls of gas in a vacuum. First of all, nothing can burn in a vacuum. And this is an electromagnetic universe. That's what Tesla said, meaning the stars are electromagnetic.
Except they're not burning. They're performing fission.
Oh God,
Fusion. They're performing fusion.
oh God, oh God. But how come all
And it's
pictures of
just the
space,
heat from that it's the
Haley?
heat from
It's
that
fake
process making the
science, Haley.
flame.
It's not real. It just
You
you believe in the
aren't.
Mars rover. You're a grown woman. You believe in the Mars rover. It's just CGI photos. There's not one real photo of a Mars rover. What do you believe? Tesla sent a car in space? It's the fakest green screen I've ever seen. You believe in the Tesla in
I
space shit? Don't panic thing?
okay, but like
Here, Google this. Do you have your phone on you?
you're
Google
okay, I'm
satellites.
finding the word.
Haley, we're going back to the big brain. Don't go there. Google satellites in space and look at the images on your phone. You're going to be blown away with your intellect or lack of. Check
Okay,
this
but
shit out.
some of them could be art. Some of them could just be art.
But why? We want photos. We give them $52 million a day. And they're Nazis. Operation Paperclip, that's what NASA.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You can just chill.
No, they are. They're Nazis. 25 Nazis with Werner von Braun started NASA. It's on Wikipedia.
Girl, that looks real.
Why'd you pick the worst photo? You're high as shit. That's real? They're all fake photos, Haley.
That looks real.
Like real like a video game? It's fake photos. They don't leave low Earth orbit. That's why all rockets are launched into the Bermuda Triangle from Florida. They go up and they go down into the ocean. They don't break the firmament, the first page of the Bible.
So you, hold up.
Here, just Google
You think we're
rocket.
just
Here, Haley, Google rocket trajectory. Just Google that. You're gonna be
I'm
blown
just gonna
away.
get physics. I hate physics.
Well, physics, according to 6 Michelson-Morley experiments to prove the Earth is in motion, according to him, they all failed. The Earth has never been observed to be in motion. Okay, search up rocket trajectory and look how rockets arc. They don't leave low Earth orbit. They go up, they level out, and then they go down. That's why they're like, woo, like little rainbows. Rainbow is a dome. Rainbow's not a sphere. Rainbow is reflecting off the glass dome, the firmament. That's why it's dome shaped. That's why you need a glass dome, water vapor, and a light source to recreate a rainbow in a garage with the scientific method. If you want to make a rainbow in the garage, you literally need a glass object like this to reflect off of it. You spray some water vapor in the air, one light source. The yin and yang is the sun and moon. That's why the sun and moon perfectly eclipse, because they're the same fucking size. The Earth is not 93 million miles away of CG space. It's literally, you can feel when the sun's above your head. If you live in Florida near the equator, it's even closer. That's why it gets so hot. If you're up north in Canada, you're away from the equator, and this is the sun. It just goes around, they flat, and you're like, how can Christopher Columbus go around? You can go round on a plate, like this. Plates are flat. It doesn't have to be a sphere. Airplanes,
You're not fucking with me right now, right?
No, I'm not. Their curvature of Earth at 8 inches per mile square has never been recorded. Picard, the first person to go up high. Or right now they take weather balloons 120,000 feet up into the stratosphere. It's always like Einstein said, the Earth is an observable, motionless plane. That's why it's called horizon, because it's horizontal. That's why they're called tectonic plates and not tectonic balls. That's why you have sea level, because the sea is level. The only time you've ever seen a curved Earth is from a fisheye lens camera. Do you know what a fisheye is? No, you don't. You're just high. Do you know what it is?
Yeah. No, I do. I
Yeah.
have that.
So Haley, go to Red Bull Jump, and you're gonna be blown away when you go to the Red Bull Jump on YouTube. You're gonna be blown away that the curves Earth is on like this, then it levels out, then like this. It's a warping fisheye lens. That's why there's videos on YouTube of skateboarders literally skating at a park, and the Earth is a ball. That's why you can use a fucking telescope to see a boat from far away that comes up back into the horizon. But they say it's under the fucking curve of the Earth. The curve of the Earth is not real, bro. The Bible is real. Search up planets in space. Fake, 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 fake. 1 billion fake photos from a military wing called NASA. Would the military lie to me? It's all fake. It's fake, dude. And it's an attack on the Bible. That's why they tell you to believe in dinosaurs. It's an attack on the Bible or aliens. There's just so many planets out there. There's got to be aliens. You believe in aliens and you're an adult. That's fucking retarded. Little ETs. Get the fuck. And they made the aliens rapists. They say they probe us. What the fuck?
You don't believe in aliens.
What the fuck? I'm not a child, bro.
Okay. So what's outside of this dome? You're saying we're on a plate that's covered by a dome, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's outside of the dome?
God. That's why Operation Fishbowl Dominic in Latin, Dominic means of the Lord. Fishbowl of the Lord. Google this operation, military operation, to launch rockets and missiles and nukes into the dome to crack it, and they can't crack it. And they want another great flood. They want to crack the dome so the waters above can pour in, kill us all. They can't crack the dome. Nothing has ever left low Earth orbit. That's why when you're on Google Earth, do you know what that is? Google Earth? If you scroll out on Google Earth, if you scroll out to go to space, it turns computer generated. It's fake. And the Google Earth pictures from high up are all taken by the Google plane. If there's satellites, why don't they take the photos with the fucking satellites? Satellites They're literally weather balloons. They're pieces of junk. They're not $100 million space stations. They've been caught with green screen, chroma key, blue screen, wires. They've been caught so much. The most banned topic is not the Jews. It's not, there's no topic that's banned more than the most Googled topic on earth. The most suppressed is flat earth. Flat earth is the most, that's why when you YouTube flat earth, it's only bullshit that comes up. You believe in a disc.
Because it's not real.
It's literally proven by science. You've never ever tested the Earth's motion. Michelson Morley had 6 experiments. That's why Einstein said you can't. Yeah, there's no motion. Like we perceive. That's why, like, think about what you believe. You believe if us dudes spend time on a helicopter and we wait 10 hours, that China's gonna roll under us and we just land. We just hover for 10 hours and then
There's air. There's air that's
no,
also flowing.
but the air doesn't
Yeah.
curve with the Earth because the Coriolis effect, right? So they literally say that or else planes can't get anywhere. They say the atmosphere isn't rolling. We're not stuck to it. Just the Earth. If the Earth is rolling, you can literally stay in a helicopter 24 hours and land in the same spot because the Earth fucking rotated. But no, you land in the same spot because the Earth don't fucking move. That's why the helicopter has to go from point A to point B to get to China. The China doesn't just roll under your feet. No, if you search up airplane flight manual, it says land the fucking plane, the Earth is flat. Just land it like it's flat. Do not account for curvature. Do not account for anything. Just land the fucking plane. The whole flight manual to become a pilot says the Earth is literally flat. Land the plane. Don't try and do any extra math. Don't do anything. It says non-rotating.
Because when you're in an airplane, you can act as if the Earth is flat because air is like there's air currents and they hold you in place. There's a whole like physics thing. I forget what it's called.
No,
but
physics is on
based
our
on the
side.
shape of the wings.
Physics is
And
on
so
our side.
even if you're holding it straight, air is like pushing you up, like keeping you down and pushing you up and keeping you down.
Okay, how about a helium balloon? If I bought you a little Pikachu balloon on our date, is helium a magical element that's the only thing that can beat gravity? You and I are stuck to the ground by gravity, a math model, not even science. We're stuck. Skyscrapers are stuck to the ground, but helium balloon is just floating away. It's floating because it's more buoyant, it's less dense than the medium that surrounds it, air. Before gravity, why things rise and fall is because this pack of cigarettes is denser than the medium surrounding it. If it was filled with helium, it would float. It would be more buoyant. Density and buoyancy explains why things rise and fall. You don't need gravity to explain that, especially because it doesn't explain anything. And you believe in dinosaurs. Like, what the fuck? You're a grown woman believing in a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And they put billions of dollars in Jurassic Park to put that in your head just so you run from the Bible. How can you run from the truth? The truth has not changed for thousands of years, but your autistic Netflix shows, that shit's gone with the wind. That shit's popular today, stupid tomorrow. The Bible, always here. It's what lasts. And if you believe in dinosaurs, aliens, and a rotating globe Earth, then you're a globalist. Okay? By the way, a globe Earth. You think people in Australia are fucking upside down right now? You think a satellite can zoom in with a camera on people swimming upside down in the ocean in Australia? Come on. You believe in the moon landing too? It's fucking wires, bro. Like the moon landing. It's the fakest shit ever. Listen, if you're not a flat earther, we cannot date. That's crazy that you're so intelligent and you believe in E.T. E.T. come home. E.T.'s not real, bro. What the fuck?
Why are we the only ones that are created, though?
We're special.
Like, why isn't there a chance for other life?
Because there's nowhere to go. There are no terrestrial lands up in the sky. It's just a glass dome and the stars fixed on it like a planetarium. The firmament. Right? The firmament. There's nowhere to go. You can't land on the moon. The moon, in 1950s consensus by all scientists, before they changed it, the scientists came out and said the moon is cosmic plasma. That's why you can see blue sky in the daytime run through the moon. That's why the moon is translucent, sometimes transparent, or you can see stars blinking through the fucking moon. It's not a solid. It's a fucking. It's literally cosmic plasma. It's just a light in the sky, and it represents the feminine force, and the sun is the solar force, the male force. That's why everything is divided into gender. Two blades of grass, one is taller, that's the masculine blade. One is shorter, that's the feminine blade. That's why they try and make people transgender, because it's literally attacking the design. Sun, moon is the gender. This pours right into us. Do you get it? Like, think of it like this. Why did Jews have a star? Why do Christians have the sun rising? And why do Arabs have the moon? That's all there is. That's what psychically controls us. This is predestined. The stars, they turn our psyche because God made it like this. Or aliens is better. Little green men on a what? Hollywood set. You believe in the moon landing? Oh, do you believe NASA spoke to astronauts on a landline-based telephone? The astronauts who were 240,000 miles away, astronauts who didn't even have iPhones, who needed all that rocket technology to go there, but they could just float right back. Also, if the moon is 1/6 Earth's gravity, the astronauts would not be moving in slow motion. 1/6 means a lot lighter, a lot faster. It's literally, they fucked up so hard. That's why it looks like 1960s.
No, if you're being pulled down less,
you'd be faster.
You will float for longer.
But you wouldn't be in slow motion. You'd be supersonic.
It's not in slow motion. You just can't move as fast.
How do you change trajectory in the medium of a vacuum? How do you change direction? It's a vacuum.
By putting another force into it.
But it's against the boat, it's against the water. In the sky, it's against the atmosphere. When there's no atmosphere, it has nothing to push off of. You cannot.
What is pushing off what?
Like a rocket can't go in a vacuum. A rocket can only push off atmosphere.
That's why it does that explosion thing right as it gets into space, and that extra piece comes off, because when it explodes, when that extra piece comes off, it also pushes that forward, and because when it's getting pushed forward, it will just continue to accelerate and go.
Right, but how do you change directions?
What do you mean change direction?
They just crash into the moon, right? They just go straight at the moon?
No, but you can get caught in the orbit of the moon and kind of you need to.
Okay, how did they get
books?
Explain this. How did they get the buggy on the lunar rover? How did they get the buggy on the if I Google lunar lander, just search this up. It's got fucking.
I can't with you. I can't.
Okay, look at this. This is what you're saying landed on the moon. Look at this. Google. Oh my God. Moon landing Apollo. It's got duct tape on it, dude. Curtain rods. It's got tin. And you know what? They were sponsored by a new product that came out in the 60s. It's called tinfoil. That's when it came out. And they were sponsored by it. And they wrapped it in tinfoil, I guess, for heating and stuff. But there's no way you think this went to the moon. Why didn't they go back to the moon with their crazy technology they have now?
Because there's no point. We already got chunks of the moon and everything.
When are they going to Mars? When are they going to Mars? They've been taking your tax money for so long. Are they ever going to make it to Mars?
I don't pay my taxes.
It's kind of hot.
You think I pay taxes? I don't pay taxes.
Me neither. Yeah. Fuck taxes. So wait a minute. Before I ruin your crush on me completely, you actually think they're going to Mars forever? They're one day.
I don't think they'll want to. No one that rich is gonna want to go. Rich enough to afford to go over there, is gonna want to live the lifestyle that they'll be living in over there.
What about when Elon said he's gonna recreate another sun in Mars by shooting a lot of nukes? Niggas should
That's
stick to
lame.
making trucks, bro. I like the Tesla truck, but the dude is fucking retarded, bro. Like, in Da Vinci's time, a genius would speak 17 languages fluently and know the numerology code of the language, each language. Geniuses spoke 17 languages. They could think with 17 different voices. And Elon Musk can't even speak
How many
English.
languages do you speak?
Just two. Still one more than genius Elon. But Elon Musk can't even
I
speak.
speak two as well.
What do you speak?
Two.
Are we going to kiss? Why are we. Okay. Check this
I've
out.
been sorry, my lips got really dry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
Um,
fine. This got hot. This got 11 life path. Listen,
I've
Elon doesn't speak any other languages. But if you look at geniuses throughout history, polymaths, they spoke 20 fucking languages. Elon cannot speak anything besides the easiest language, which is English, because he's a fucking retard. That's what there's people in university who could speak 5 languages right now, and that's not even their study. They just do it on their off time. The guy can't think in different patterns. He's a fucking moron.
he's autistic.
You really? That's real?
He has Asperger's.
There you go. There you go. They even remember I said Stephen Hawking's a fucking retard. He can't even walk. Turns out he's a pedophile. I was right. I was right, bro. They put retards for us to worship and idol worship. Bro, if we're gonna idol worship anyone, if they're gonna force it on us, put someone who could, like these Plato types. Bro, it's been thousands of years. Nobody studies anything else in college. They study Plato. Like literally, it's been thousands of years. No one beat his intellect. That's pathetic. That's actually pathetic. And if you look at philosophers, they got dumber over time. Like no one would compare Schopenhauer to Plato, Aristotle. Nobody would compare these people, right? And what's funny is if you compare them, you run the risk of comparing a philosopher who built his thinking practice off of Plato's model. So it's kind of like he's sunned. That's why I'm saying evolution's backwards. Humans built pyramids, they were geniuses, and now they don't even know if they're boy or girl. People got dumber over time, much dumber. They used to even live longer. If you look at Egyptian teeth, preserved so well, they had perfect teeth. Now people's teeth are fucking exploding from candy. Like they had hair.
Do not
Now,
attack me.
people are bald now at 25 years old. In ancient times, they knew. Cleopatra talked about certain herbs that she'd mix and give to her friends, and it would grow hair off their fucking head. Now they can't even fix balding. Like there's not. Men are shorter, uglier, dumber. Everything since ancient times went backwards. But did you know in ancient times they were more clairvoyant, meaning they didn't talk as much because they could read each other's energy. Then they traded that psychic clairvoyant ability for this thing called intellect, which is a division of genius. It's actually a weaker level of genius. I'm from Atlantis.
You sound
Yeah,
really
I'm from
crazy right now.
Atlantis. No, why I'm famous and rich is I'm from Atlantis. My ancestors are from literally Atlantis, Mediterranean, but it's a different spot of it, but that's where we huddled to in the Mediterranean after it went down. In Atlantean times, which humans were still not fully developed, they were breathing more of the water vapor instead of the oxygen. They were more peaceful until before it went down. But check this out, if there was danger coming to them, they could see the aura turn red around everyone in the room and they just run away. Now, if there's danger, it says, "Hi, my name is Neil." You don't even know that Neil is going to rip a toenail in front of you, but he'll start whispering his.
This is really entertaining.
Yeah, I'm a 5 life path. I'm born to entertain, right? But what's crazy is, as intelligent as you are, you're not even 1% of me. Like, not even one.
That's good.
No, that's the difference from male and female. I'm supercharged. Masculine is all the intellect, and you are all of the intuitive energy. Like, did you know men can be rock stars at work? They can make millions of dollars, but they can't pick up if their wife's cheating on them. That's how pathetic men have become, you have to reconcile the opposites. The lunar and the solar in your brain have to be balanced so you can have a happy wife and make a ton of money. But most guys who make money are
Why
cucks.
can't I make money?
You do make money. You're a chef.
But why are you saying that
You know why
I'm not?
you think you don't make money? Because you're comparing yourself to OnlyFans skanks. That's why. But a chef makes
No,
good
no,
money.
no, no, that's not what I'm saying. Why are you saying that men are better at making money than women?
Because men can, like a rat in a maze? Basically, if women and men were in that maze, men's cognitive abilities are almost 1,000 times higher than women. Like, check this out: a drunk male airplane pilot is a better pilot than a sober female pilot if they're both under stress. So she does great landing the plane, but if there's something wrong with the plane and fight or flight kicks in, she cannot tap into she cannot tap into the the solar principle, which is active. She becomes passive. That's why if there's like a shooter in town, women freeze and men are active, because women under in danger are passive. Just like the moon is passive, the tides nurturing, men are active. They block out the moon
I would not say I am passive at all.
because you have male energy with that one. But compared to me, I'm gonna make your paycheck times 9 billion. By the time I'm 70, you're 70, let's say I live that long, I will have made more money than all your ancestors combined. And I'm not a smart guy. I'm a rat in a maze. I find the problem and I fix it.
How much money do you have right now?
I could retire for life and live middle class,
Slumdog
or I could have
donated
10 years of
$5.
nice hotels.
Atlantis fell because advancement in technology. It's a repeating cycle of
Five-star
societies
hotels.
falling and emerging
You know what I
again,
mean?
this time though with a Luciferian
But I
doctrine.
have passive income too, so it's like I could stay in 5-star hotels for the next 10 years. I won't even feel it because I'm set up my life so it gets me more money if I'm in nice places. It gets me more views. I set up my life to where if I spend, my money is my soldiers. They go get more, right? But usually what you're doing with me right now, I charge people a lot of money for. And you know what's
Really?
crazy? Yeah, the numerology, all this stuff. I didn't show you the other stuff, but basically, there's something I can't say right now, but I added up your birthday in, like, I know how much you're gonna have. I know what your energy is gonna pull you at. You're gonna have a lot of money compared to women, but men who are 11s have your energy. They're gonna dominate you. Like 11 is Obama. 11 is these guys go. But women have a hard time. That's why they tap into whore energy like Kim Kardashian to express the 11 fully. But sell your soul like that, right? But I'm telling you this, there's never been one female philosopher in history. And it's been thousands of years. That means we've been stuck in a group project with women for thousands of years and they don't even know the date. They don't. For thousands of years, there's not one philosopher. The biggest minds are philosophers. There's not one that was a woman. Name one female philosopher.
There are definitely female philosophers.
Okay, what's her name?
Well, I don't really look into philosophy. I don't even know if I could name you 3 male
There
philosophers.
hasn't even been a female inventor of anything. Like, they can't invent anything. Like, if you think about it, the market that women dominate most, OnlyFans, is run by men. They can't even take control of their own tits. Like, imagine having
That's
full.
because porn and things like OnlyFans is a male industry. It's a male created industry. Obviously, men are going to be the buyers when they're the ones that created it.
Right, but I'm saying there's no CEOs on top of OnlyFans that are female. Like,
Because
that's.
it's a male run industry.
All right, you're a chef, right? all of the greatest chefs on earth are men, not just Gordon Ramsay. Like women can't even beat them in the kitchen, and they're designed for the kitchen.
That's because society, modern and postmodern, we're in a postmodern world right now.
You,
Postmodern and like postmodern, ever since the patriarchy was set up, it's been harder for women to break out of the traditional woman roles,
I don't know,
right?
bro.
Because that's, and so now it's harder as a woman to find opportunities in the world because of men that think like you. Because of men that say, "Oh, well,
But aren't they free
why'd we
now?
hire a
They've been
woman for this
free.
when a man can do it
They've
better?"
been in the workforce for 40 years and have produced nothing. 40-year project, and they're less happy now. What the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
Like as the purchasing power rocketed through that egalitarian Western equality shit, as everyone got rich, women and men, and women are in the workforce for the last 40 years, their happiness has declined, including you, who's depressed and suicidal. You're a you're a byproduct of that feminism movement, but you're actually the victim of it, and you're the victim of your own mindset because you wanted this.
So you wouldn't say you're a feminist?
Well, Zherka as a feminist, I'll say this: I've never been happier than when you said I work in a kitchen 8 hours a day. I've never ever been happier to hear a woman speak because to me, the most traumatizing thing is women working all day. It seems like, have you seen those soulless women? They're always women who work all day. And even you, that one energy, you don't want to be dependent on a man. You have that one in you. That's gonna ruin your life. That's gonna destroy
What?
that one energy you have where you're like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Because it's gonna come at the expense of a family for you. And by the time you're 29, and yeah, but it's your physiology. Like it's a woman's physiology to want a family.
No,
Like,
it's no.
like I don't want a family, and I still want a family. Women need a family, or like think about when you're 30. You're not gonna be just working for spreadsheets, or you're not gonna want to work. Like there's
Yes, I will.
no that cozy room you have, and that family energy with your parents. The
I don't
old
have, my parents aren't my family.
Well, is your room cozy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that cozy energy. Men, we don't really have that. Like, it's a piece of shit here. I don't really take care of it because I travel, I do other things, I like adventure. Women, that cozy feeling, when it starts to go away, they lose their sanity. And parents cannot give them that cozy feeling. Only a husband can. So if they don't have a husband and kids, they lose their fucking mind. That's why 40-year-old women who are not married scare you. Like, they literally scare you. You go, whoa, back up, woman. They're terrifying people. And 80% of single mother raised children are criminals. But single dads, their kids are intelligent rock stars. A single dad can raise a kid, and men can't even raise kids that well. But
That's because typically when a man fights for the child and actually wants the child is because he's in a better financial situation to take care of that child. Whereas when a woman is, single moms are much more popular than single dads because usually the dad can leave, the mother has, it's her duty, her duty to look after the child. And so a lot of, single moms are poor. They have less money. They aren't in the position to set their child up with good opportunities and a good life. So obviously, people that are raised in those conditions aren't going to turn out as good people
well,
because they weren't given the opportunity to be one.
uh, some that's like the strongest argument I've heard in years. But what about the people who say she hates the man that left her or whatever, and then she projects that hate on her kids?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think it would just be, I mean, it would be frustrating if you had this child and then your husband left, this person that you assumed would be your partner through this, who was supposed to be your partner through this, because children are not
Slumdog
easy,
donated
right?
$5.
They
Bro,
leave,
these girls are
and now
retards,
this
think they can get
responsibility
fucked all
is
through their
completely
20s and then
burdened
when
on
they're
you
30 and
when you
not as
weren't
hot and
mentally
realize they
prepared
want a family
for
after
it to
that
be.
poom been beat up.
Like, that would be, horrible. And now you're in this position of poverty and,
Okay,
you
how
know,
how were women happier when they were getting beat up in the 1950s? Like men were beating them up and they were still on paper happier
because they were on drugs.
in the 1950s? No, this is before the
Yeah,
sexual revolution. They were
no,
just
a lot of
they were
women were
barefoot
stuck
and
on drugs.
pregnant. They were barefoot and pregnant. Like, isn't it scary that in the black and white days, when the TV was black and white, when women were scoring the highest levels of happiness? Isn't that crazy? Like the iPhone
That's
didn't
because
do
they weren't
anything.
allowed to be upset.
But do you think they were happier or do you think your generation's happier?
I don't know. That's a very hard question. But I don't think you can blame that on the fact that women are getting more rights and equality.
Yeah, but
I don't believe that all women need to go into the workforce and all women need to, you know, be this like, you know,
there's no point in them
masculine,
going. They just get
know?
dominated by someone like Gordon Ramsay.
But what the feminism movement, we don't want, all women to have to like, you know, leave their traditional lifestyle. It's just giving the women that want to a choice to, you know?
But do you know that the feminist movement, it started by men? Like that's like men wanted more girls to hook up with, so we're gonna empower them to hook up with whoever and all that shit. And so it's like at the end of the day, like men, these high level businessmen who have money, they're the ones getting all the chicks, and they love this shit. Like it's a trap. But I'll say this: if thousands of years have passed and no female philosopher has come out, that's like, I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes I think a dog is more intelligent than a woman because at least a dog can be happy. Like a woman can have $1 million mansion and she's like, oh, I hate my OnlyFans whore life. Like at least a dog, you know what I mean? Or like a dog knows when it's in danger, but women will go to a nightclub and drink from five black guys, GHB shots, and they'll get drunk and plastered around like five rapists. Or they'll go to a party plastered drunk around like five creepy dudes, and they'll just, it's like crazy to me that they put themselves in scenarios where they can get raped all the time. When I worked in nightclubs, I'd see these guys creeping on one girl, and I'd be like, get this drunk girl out the club, get her an Uber home, blah, blah, blah. And next week she'd be at the club, drunk as fuck, being taken advantage of by these drunk slobs again and again. And at some point, after like 5 times rescuing this girl with my team, I was like, well, if there's sharks in the ocean, bitch, why are you jumping in there? And you don't see dogs do that. If a dog senses a bit of danger, it just runs away. Women are fucking mentally ill. Like they need to be told, don't go to the rapist club. Or they'll say things like, 4 of my friends got raped at that club. Are we going there tonight? Yeah, I know the owner. That's like imagine
Um,
no, imagine
Personally,
imagine if men said, let's go to some big MS-13 Mexicans in prison and let's just go chill with them. Like some big rapists in prison? When would men
um,
ever chill with big scary rapists? Only a woman can chill
personally,
with
if
six
I had
fucking
heard
rapists.
that someone got raped at a club, I would not go there.
But your friends would.
Um, no, I don't think anyone I know would go to a club where someone was raped, like knowingly
Like
raped.
women go to trap parties all the time. and they get drugged there and they know there's drugs there
Why don't we just not drug women?
because
Just stop
there's
drugging women.
but there's evil in the world. Like, why does their world have evil? Let's just stop being evil. Like, no, evil exists. What the fuck? You gotta address evil. Like,
Okay, but
would you
maybe
look at a big
don't
black
rape
rapist?
girls.
Would you look at a big black rapist in the middle of an alleyway and say, why don't you just stop raping people, bro? He'd be like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Right? What would you ever go into an alleyway and say, you know, you need to change your tune here, bud? No, the dog would say, "Har, har, har." But the dog is trying to say, run, it's black, run. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way a dog can be out of danger more than a wild dog is in less danger than a fucking modern day woman. Right? It's wild to me. I have met intelligent women, it's rare, where they won't step foot in a club because they think they're too classy for it, but really they don't trust it. But they always get peer pressured eventually by their friends. You know what I mean? I've never gone around 5 black dudes who are drugging everyone at a party and been like, well, let's go be very diverse and friendly. Because I know they're gonna rape me. Right? Like, you know, women have the superpower to marry. When I was a drug dealer, women, if I got locked up, my DMs would fill up. Women have the capacity to marry a murderer like Ted Bundy. You'll never see men say, bro, let's pick up Latoya after prison. She gets out today. Men will never date a girl out of prison. Never. But a woman will fall madly in love with the old Zherka. She'll be like, the old Zherka could kick Tiki Toki's ass. He's a badass. He pulls knives on people. And bro, I would look at women and I'd be like, I'm the most dangerous person on earth, and you want to be in my fucking car with me? I'm literally 10 people are hunting to kill me in my city, and you want to go on a date? And I would find it hilarious. But if there was a ratchet bitch in my car and she said, yo, these are my ops, I'd be like, yo, bitch, get the fuck out of my car. I gotta go do something. Like, I've never in my life acted. Wow. I don't know. I just think, like, you're safe. But how safe are you? Eventually, you're not safe. But the dog, little Fido is super safe. You know what I mean?
I've never been in a situation like that ever.
No, there's a black man who ripped his toenail off in front of you, and you just let that affect you. Why didn't you kill him? Why didn't you attack him with a fucking baseball bat?
Because he
women are
didn't
passive.
do it in like a creepy way.
Oh,
He just
is
did
there a better way to rip a toenail off?
I think he thought it was cool and he just wanted to show us.
See, and a man would say, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, if I were you, you should go get even with Neil. Just expose him. You know what's crazy though? Is it probably turned you on? Because I've read books that women are turned on. Bro, did you know Ted Bundy had women write to him love letters? When he was out strangling, raping, and murdering women, he had women, healthy-minded women, right, writing love letters to a murderer. Like, that is fucking insane, bro. I'm just saying, when it comes to thinking, women have for thousands of years have passed, they still haven't proved that they can do it. That's why you think you're on a spinning ball. You literally think you're spinning on an earth ball. Like, you can't even figure out what you're on. Like, it's flat, dude. You ever look at a parking lot? It's flat. Are black people dangerous?
Sorry, there's something weird going on outside. I don't think so.
When I lock that door, what the fuck? You're scaring the shit out of me. There's a black guy. There's Neil. It's Neil. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, you're bugging out, bro. Yo, should I start fucking with her, chat?
No. No.
Hello.
It's just raining
Hello.
out.
Hello.
You're being weird. Stop.
Yo, the fucking weed is hitting. I want to be high too now. I haven't been high in so long. So, can I tell you my real
It's just
name?
the rain hitting the roof of our
Babe,
barn.
can I tell you my real name? It's it's Neil Armstrong.
Your name?
It's Neil Armstrong. That's my full name. Because your mind is
No,
on the
it's not.
moon. I'm Neil. I'm the toenail guy. You don't recognize me?
Nah, he was black.
I'm black. I promise I'm a
No.
criminal. Listen, check this out. I want to see if you're racist.
Do you have veneers?
Yeah, check this out. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the subject. All right, you want to see the ultimate test? Oh, this is the racism test, okay? Don't laugh. Hi, ni hao.
What are you doing?
Oh, you're not racist.
So, what are you
May
doing?
donated
Let me try again.
$5. Ask her why she doesn't have a family. Where is her father? Also tell her
Why does
children
it
who
look
grow
like you have
up
a
with a
t-shirt
lower
on the
middle
back of your
class
chair?
dad do better than a child being raised by a single mom's who rich. It's not even close.
Okay. Ni hao, nigga. Wow, you're not racist. What the fuck?
I'm just confused.
You're not racist. You don't find that funny.
I don't know.
Wow.
Why do you have a
Wow.
t-shirt on the back of your chair?
I don't know. Oh, sorry, I had an edible earlier. I got the giggles. You want to know what I really do? I'm doing a story, okay? We're doing a story online to catch online predators, Haley. And we suspect you of being one because I'm actually 16 years old.
Okay.
So, are you a predator? Online predator?
No.
Dude, you love me, bro. I'm the best boyfriend you've ever had.
No.
Fuck that last guy. The
No.
mutual break. That was no mutual breakup. You dumped his ass.
I haven't even accepted your friend thing yet.
Better accept it before you kill yourself. Sorry. Can I tell you who I really am? I'm the most toxic band channel on earth. And, I'm teaching people manipulation. So basically, how to like go through society looking like a normal person, so girls talk to you. But in my head, there's fucking just darkness. It's black, right? It's just pitch black. But you're not racist. You have a good soul. But the difference from you and someone as evil as me is that I would save a baby, and you think babies don't have souls. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. I'm the good guy of of this movie. You at the end are like Dr. Mendeleev. This is who you are. So, we gonna fuck? It's a little joke. Comedian. Smile. Just thinking about it. Who's there? Why do you keep looking there?
What do you mean?
You keep looking at that window like so there's a black man coming, like Snags is gonna come out.
There's no window.
Yo, are you redhead?
No.
That's cool.
My dad's a redhead. But I'm not.
Do I look like him?
No. My dad's white as shit.
What am I? What the fuck?
He's pale as me. Lighter than me. Paper. He's paper. Paper white. And he's a redhead.
Is he hot?
And he's 6'5".
Whoa, me too. What the fuck? I'm
Okay.
literally your dad.
No.
Oh, you didn't smile after I said that. That means you're mentally all there. Like usually girls light up when I say that. That's you. You had a healthy upbringing.
No, I did not.
Well, I mean, you don't want to replace him.
Yeah, I like my dad. I love my dad. I hate my mom though.
What'd she do? What the fuck?
She's just narcissistic and emotionally abusive.
Does she? Do I talk like her? Be honest.
Mm,
Dude,
no.
I scored 98% on psychopathy, 99 on narcissism, or like 98 or some shit. My Machiavellianism was low, just like 70%. Very honest guy. I don't fucking, not fake. And the last one, what's the last one? Yeah, yeah. I just, but it doesn't mean I'm a psychopath. It just means I can't feel people's emotions all the time, only when I need them to do something for me.
Do you feel my emotions?
Well, I'm a Pisces, so that's the 12th sign, the most psychic sign. So yeah, that's why I play on them. Like I literally, I see you as like prey. You know what I mean? Like all I know is
Have
that.
you been, have you been succeeding in catching me?
I'll tell you this: even if I don't get you, you're gonna go years getting bored of men who talk to you, because now the bar is set to my level of entertaining. You're gonna sit there with your edibles and go, that guy with the red hat would have been the greatest boyfriend ever, but he's evil. And you're gonna be so bored of the dudes who talk to you, because this is what I do, right? Like if I go on 2 dates with a girl, she cannot do, she just loses it. The guys are so boring because they're not three life paths with five energy. That's the best mix. That is the, and a Pisces, and not a pussy. A lot of Pisces are like, oh well, tell me about your feelings. You know what makes someone attractive is when they go against their own nature. If you're a water sign and masculine, people love you. But if you're a water sign and a little bitch, people go, dude, you're dominated by your energy. That's why if you get dominated by that masculine one energy, you're gonna be alone. But if you just come to me, Haley, you'll be happy. Come here. Jump through your screen. You're high. You can do it. You like black people, Haley? You should listen to Eminem.
What?
You should listen to Eminem or Slim Shady. You know him?
I do. I listen to him.
Haley's his daughter.
Tip donated
Okay.
$5. True, she's never going to forget you or the conversation.
What do you like about me? Is there anything?
Not really. You're just entertaining because I'm really stoned.
But check this out. No man in history you would talk to this long. You know how hard it is to keep a woman's attention all the way here? You know how good I am at this? The and I didn't even babble. Usually it's the art of talking about nothing, but with you, since you're a bigger, more higher intelligence, I can go into that place. Remember when you're describing the brain and the brain is growing in outer space? This is manipulation. That's why you're smiling. See? If I remember one thing, you feel flattered. That's evil, what I'm doing. What do you like about me?
What?
I'd be afraid to answer too. Haley, here's the truth. You're in love with me, but you can't say it. But look at this, okay? If you ask a girl, "What do you like about me?" and they actually give you something, you're in trouble. But if they say nothing, they've got so much to hide. You're like guarded now. You have your guard up because
Mm,
I've revealed that I'm Exodia Necros. Do you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
no.
Do you want to play a card game?
No.
Can I have your social security number?
I don't know it.
Oh, that's not a no. So have another weed brownie and then give me all your banking details.
No, thank you.
Haley, am I more attractive than Neil?
Neil?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to try to picture of Neil because I don't think you quite.
Don't put him on my stream. That's like thousands of people are gonna see him.
Oh,
All right, put
fair
one
point.
photo, one photo,
No, it's too
or
much
just
energy to try to find it.
pull up your blinds. He's at the window. Haley, you're an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Nice. Haley,
Okay.
are you smarter than me?
Huh?
Are you smarter than me?
Define smart.
You know what's crazy is if you were born a man, you'd be 1,000 IQ points higher than me. Like you can keep up with a man, not a Zoomer that's on TikTok. Me, you know that brain in space you're describing. That's me, Haley. You're literally
Okay.
your subconscious is trying to say, John Zherka, you remind me of this big brain. No, she's not on meds. Why is that guy saying that? She's on melatonin and edibles.
I'm not on melatonin. I just take it to sleep at night.
So are you gonna accept that friend request, or what's going on here?
Why?
Because we're gonna
I think
continue
you're.
our talks, my therapy sessions.
What?
My therapy session is this: talking to you. I need
I
this
have therapy on Tuesday.
with a woman or a man.
A woman?
Oh no! R.I.P. in the
What?
chat for Haley. No, bro. Bro.
Why?
Because she's gonna lead you to your demise.
I love Cheryl.
Not
She knows
Cheryl.
a lot.
Well, what's the best advice she gave you so far?
Um, I don't know. We do a lot of,
Oh, good
what is
sign.
it called? Sonography.
Okay.
I think it's called. I think. I don't know.
And what does she tell you? What should you do at home?
Basically, instead of repressing, because I feel emotions really strongly.
Yeah, you're an Leo.
Um, so instead of repressing those emotions, because I get a lot of paranoia and stuff like that, instead of repressing those emotions and stuff like that, I need to like let them consume me, let myself sit with them, and make myself a bit uncomfortable so that my body can learn to not get overwhelmed by those emotions. Pretty much, if I'm explaining it right.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Which is that's been pretty helpful because I've basically kind of grown a tolerance to those types of things. Um, that's been the main stuff we've been working on because that's been a slow process. And then obviously just like advice on my personal life, like talking about how the past week went and helping, like giving me advice. Maybe I got in a fight with my mom or something like that. So.
How long you been seeing Cheryl?
Um, I'd say about a year now.
Yeah, a lot of progress, or
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty in tune with my emotions and why I get my emotions and stuff like that before I got to her. So we could kind of like, after getting to know each other a little bit, we could jump right into like
Haley, I'm
my
telling
stuff.
you this. Surround yourself with 5 people as stubborn and egotistical as me, and you're gonna adapt and do better in this dark world. But if you're around softy
Or I
friends,
could just kill myself.
yeah,
Or I could just kill myself.
I I don't know about that because that's very satanic. That's like you're harming family and yourself. That's double bad, like this.
Okay.
Like what would you say to God if you killed yourself?
I don't believe in God.
If
What do you mean?
if you believed in God.
I I can't even imagine it though. Like
You,
I'd probably just like he,
like here,
God
I'll pretend
put
to be
me in the
God.
position
I'll
to do.
pretend to be God right now, and you blink.
God knew that I was gonna kill myself. God put me into that position.
Really? You don't have free
Clearly,
will?
why would I have to say anything to him?
You don't have free will?
Well, if God is all knowing, then he knows which choice you would choose. So is it really a choice?
Right, but if he's all merciful, he'll make you make the choice yourself, right? He'll let you have that choice.
But he already knows what you're gonna choose if he's all knowing.
All right, let's pretend I'm God and you blink up here. Boom, okay? Haley, what the fuck are
Okay.
you doing here? Like, what the fuck, Haley? Why'd you do that?
I don't know. He's the one that made my life so hard.
Not the devil?
No.
What about the devil? Does
If
he like
God is all powerful, he would not be letting Lucifer control anything about his beloved
but
humans.
you have the choice to go to Lucifer or God. You have the choice.
Okay, well, I don't care because I don't believe in them.
What if all of your mental psychic growth happens from thinking more about God instead of Cheryl? Have you ever thought of Cheryl being interrupted by maybe a divine purpose on earth?
No.
Cheryl's that powerful, huh?
I just love Cheryl.
Really? Would she deal with you if she was not getting paid?
Yeah, she's like really sweet.
How many hours would she give you a day for free?
Um, I don't know.
Cheryl would see you every day for the rest of her life for free? Come on.
Well, like, yeah, I don't, it kind of depends though.
On how
Because
busy she
obviously,
is. How
in
busy
this
Cheryl
world,
gets.
she has a lot of like patience and stuff.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
How much do you think Cheryl gets paid?
I don't know. Probably a good amount.
You have a lot of
But at
trust
the
in this
same
Cheryl.
time, you're kind of doing a very similar job as Cheryl. People are paying you for your advice and your opinions
But
being,
unlike Cheryl, I get thousands of emails. Thousands of people saying, you saved my life. I tried the Bible and this shit worked. And I don't think Cheryl has one of her clients saying that, bro. I don't think you even venerate her that high, right? You kind of just see her as some lady, right? It's not. She didn't save your life, did she?
I feel like I definitely would have killed myself if I didn't have her, yeah.
What if it was a different therapist? Would you have done it?
Probably. I've had a lot of therapists before, and she's the only one that has actually done anything positive to my mental health.
Hmm. Okay, stick to her then. Jeez. Is you knowing about your 11 energy, does that bring you comfort?
In a way, because my biggest goal in life is to be wealthy.
Right, but
I feel like
the
very
emotional
happy
energy, like it's the most
and
emotional number. You
successful.
you have the most emotional number with the money, right? So does it bring you comfort knowing, oh, you're designed that way?
Um,
Like
I don't know.
it's
I don't
written
really.
into your number code. Like A, B, C, D is actually A means 1, B means 2, C means 3. Everything you're perceiving in numbers, like the matrix, and your numbers are 11, the emotional number, you don't feel more comfortable knowing that you're designed to be more emotional than the average person? I thought that would bring you some comfort, that it's like, oh, wow, I have something special.
I don't know.
Are you gonna look into numerology?
Um,
Oh, you're an Aquarius. You're gonna hate it. You're Earth.
I don't know. I feel like it's interesting, and I feel like there is some truth to it to an extent. I think that everything holds energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're made of energy, so obviously other energy could affect our energy
What's
and all of that
Cheryl's
stuff.
birthday? Do you know her birthday?
No.
You never got her birthday present?
Um, no, usually I don't know.
Because if she's born
I
on
like
the
work on
ninth,
first
if
stuff.
if she's born on the ninth, run, run as fast as you can.
Why?
Nines are very evil people.
My aunt's a 9. She's born on February 9th.
Dude, my ex is an 11. She was never sedated like you. I should have gave that bitch a brownie. Like damn, she was the 11 was so different on her.
I'm also like I just got back from work. Like I got home at midnight.
No, you're chill by
So
nature.
I'll kind of it depends who I'm around.
Okay, can I fly you out now? Are you ever gonna accept the friend request?
I don't know why.
What if we never talk again?
Okay. Why would that affect me? I'm you're just another person.
All right, no soul.
Well, I don't know. That's just how I approach things. There could be souls. I do believe that,
Please,
you
just
know, I see the
I'm better than Cheryl.
understand,
I'm better than Cheryl. Okay, Haley.
but why would you want to talk to me again?
Because you're more intelligent than the rest of them. That still means I'm better than you, but you're better than them. Because I need to talk to you, okay? If you don't become a flat earther, I failed you.
I will never become a flat earther.
Okay, can I
I will have
try?
it's a it literally there is no possible way you could make me a flat earther.
But can I try?
Okay.
Okay, then accept. What the hell?
But there's no way.
Win. Okay, I'll DM you when I wake up, okay?
Okay.
Why are you so sad? What the fuck? You actually hate me now? Oh, that's good.
There-
Okay, let me just leave on a good note. That's how you get a girl. Jeez, bro. You see how manipulative, chat, you see how manipulative that was when I marinated her for so long saying she's an 11, and then at the end, when it's not sneaking the truth, I said, my ex was an 11. You see how fucking evil that was?